Swadika, thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and on NBT World. It's a Sunday and the date is May 1st of 2016. And you're with me, Sandra Hanutsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the Prime Minister has urged all manual workers to improve their skills and prepare for future changes. On the occasion of the National Labor Day on May 1st today, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha said he would like to send moral support and good wishes to all laborers in Thailand. He said Thai workers should develop their abilities and be well prepared and resilient in the face of all changes that are to come in the future. General Prayut said the government attaches great significance to the improvement of skilled workers and the enhancement of workers' abilities to generate income. In reference to migrant labor registration, the Prime Minister said up to 1.6 million workers from Myanmar, Laos, PDR, and Cambodia have been documented since the current government took over the administration. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha announced that more than 40 billion baht is being spent on projects aimed at boosting the grassroots economy. The Thai Premier disclosed that the Thai government had approved a budget of more than 40 billion baht, 90% of which has already been dispersed. The money is being spent on projects that are expected to trigger domestic economic activity, such as the 5 million baht per Tambon initiative. In terms of agriculture, General Prayut said the government has procured agricultural equipment to be lent to local farmers. It is intended to help the man on the land reduce production costs so that they can increase their profit margins when selling their crops. The Prime Minister pointed out that if the production costs remain high, farmers will remain either poor or in debt. He explained that the government's intention is to empower marginalized communities to take charge of their own livelihoods and economic future. The government has assured that foreign bodies are not barred from observing the public referendum on the draft constitution, but also that the government will not be formally inviting any agencies. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has commented on opposition groups moving against the draft constitution, saying they should be mindful of adhering to the law while doing so. He remarked that both groups in support and against the draft should make their opinions known by taking part in the public referendum rather than making political statements. On having a foreign body observing the vote, he stated that while his government does not oppose the act, it will not formally invite any bodies. He noted the government will not even allow the military to take an observational role in the process. The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, is confident the additional question to be included in the public referendum will not confuse the general public. NLA President Pornphet Vichit Cholachai said members of the Assembly will be able to make people understand the additional question before they go to the polls on August 7th. They will understand the meaning of the question and why it has to be asked. He said the lawmakers and volunteers will use simple words when explaining both the draft constitution and the additional question to the people. The additional question asks, should selected senators be allowed to vote for Prime Minister? The NLA president is confident that the public will not be confused and hopes that everyone will be able to cast their votes without being manipulated by any sides. He also played down rumors about a conflict between the legislature, the National Reform Steering Assembly, or NRSA, and the Constitution Drafting Commission, or CDC. The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, has mulled a question directed towards the Prime Minister concerning unpaid student loans, with the government assuring it will amend relevant laws to more systematically deal with the issue. The NLA's latest session discussed two general queries, which included the matter of unpaid educational loans posed by Wanlop Tangkananurak. He previously asked the Prime Minister how many students at present were using funds from the loan program and how many made payments regularly. Deputy Minister of Finance Wisutsi Supan fielded the question on behalf of the Premier, indicating that over 4 million students have taken out loans under the program, with 400,000 regularly making payments. He assured that the fund is taking action against delinquent debtors and has gone as far as hiring private agencies to more effectively track the students. He stated that the government has not neglected this issue and is ready to amend relevant legislation so that the fund can operate more effectively. The Minister of Agriculture has recently held a press conference on the upcoming planting season and integrated plans to handle drought. The event was organized at the headquarters of the Department of Public Relations in Bangkok, with Agriculture Minister General Chachai Sarikanya heading the conference. This year, Thailand faces a rather severe drought compared to the previous years. But according to the Minister of Agriculture, the government is paying close attention to the issue, citing several measures to help farmers cope with the drought. The Minister of Agriculture said water distribution is the major concern, with water for consumption being the first priority and water for agriculture being the lesser concern. The minister later talked about the next planting season, covering the topics of water distribution, cloud seeding operations, and improvement on irrigation techniques. Deputy Permanent Secretary of Agriculture Lord Wirod Gowatana highlighted measures to stimulate the local economy, measures to reduce expenses and improve the quality of life, and measures to provide financial support and other occupational support. He also reported that the number of off-season rice planting has decreased significantly. Mr. Thong Pleo Kong Chan, Deputy Director General for Operations and Maintenance of the Royal Irrigation Department, later gave an overview of the government's preparation for the new planting season.
Okay, now we prepare our wet season in this year. Especially the situation of the water now is quite crisis. But in the forecasting of the rainfall in the end of May, is sharp rainfall. So we suggest the farmer to going of the paddy when the TMD inform when the rainy season will start. After that, in the upland, we suggest the farmer cultivate or a paddy field in July. So in the government agency, I think we have already to prepare for the farmer for information and another something like that, and inform them when, where, that they should to do something like that.
And in other news, local administrative agencies in Uthai Thani province have jointly carried out weed removal in the Sakagrang River to improve water storage capacity in the face of the dry season. The task was undertaken as a cooperative effort by the provincial and district administrative organizations, the Uthai Thani municipality, and the Mobile Development Unit of the Armed Forces. Vice Governor Pumbun Chamchoy and representatives of relevant agencies were also at the site to offer moral support to officials. Despite a series of cleanups, workers still had difficulty getting rid of water weeds, as the scorching weather has meant favorable conditions for water weeds to grow rapidly. They had to struggle with tons of water hyacinth stretching more than 1.5 kilometers. When left to grow, the water hyacinth blocks water transport, impairs fish farming, and affects the riverside communities. The difficult task is expected to take a week. And the Bank for Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives, or BAAC, says it will inject 120 billion baht into its SME loan project this year. BAAC President Lak Watananawat said the bank will issue additional 120 billion baht in loans to small and medium enterprises in the agricultural sector, hoping to improve the liquidity of agricultural businesses in 26 provinces nationwide, as well as to create added value to agricultural goods. Between the dates of the 1st of April of 2015 and the 31st of March of 2016, the BAAC president said the BAAC issued a total of 110 billion baht worth of loans to Thai farmers and agricultural businesses in accordance with the government's policy to boost grassroots economy. He also disclosed that last year the bank's net profit stood at 8.9 billion baht. The Office of Small and Medium Enterprises Promotion, or OSMEP, is preparing to organize the 8th SME National Awards 2016, which recognizes standout SMEs with great business potential. And our correspondent, Kun Niranut Trajakwanit, has more for us.
The Office of Small and Medium Enterprises Promotion, or OSMEP, is an organization whose mission is to provide assistance to SME entrepreneurs by promoting and supporting them. One clear way the group is doing this is by organizing the annual SME National Awards. This year, the 8th edition of the awards event, which carries the theme, A Search for Thai SME Gems. The SME Awards competition aims at selecting the Thai SME business groups that are competent in carrying out business with proficiency in accordance with the good practices such as transparency and corporate governance. This year's event will select SMEs in Thailand's top stronger sectors, including food, retail, tourism, and agriculture. These will be promoted as models for other SMEs, so they can make improvements in their business operations and management in order to increase the efficiency and quality of their output. The director of the Office of SME Promotion, Salini Wangtan, said the awards event would encourage SMEs to improve their business operations and management in order to enhance the potential of their businesses.
The objective of the SME award is for SME to have the self-assessment. The assessment will be done by the expert sent by the OSMEP. And after the SME know their strength and their weakness, that is a very good way for them to develop themselves.
For Thai SMEs that would like to join the competition, the application form is available at www.smesnationalawards.com for now until June 15th. And for more information, please contact 02-629-5500. I'm Niranut Trajakwanit reporting.
We thank Kun Niranut for that report, and the Director General of the Government Public Relations Department, or PRD, Kun Apinan Jantarangsi, traveled to Ranong to preside over a seminar and a Music in the Garden concert. The seminar held by the Public Relations Office Region 5 was to stimulate creativity and positive thinking among PRD officials in 7 provinces of the Upper South. The activity took place on the 29th and 30th of April at Tinidi Hotel. The PRD Director General later presided over the opening ceremony of a Music in the Garden concert at the replica Ratanarangsan Palace. The concert was co-organized by the Ranong Provincial Tourism and Sports Office, the PRD, and public and private agencies. Most of the event-goers were dressed in retro style, contemporary with the King Rama V period, to promote tourism in Ranong. The stylish event featured various classical singers, including Chom Chai and Walailak Arunchan, as well as other honorary singers. And that is the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before the break, we'll have a quick look at the exchange rates and also the commodity prices.
I would like to wish congratulations to on the 80th anniversary of the Government Public Relations Department, PRD. Indeed, I think that the PRD has done a great job in providing information to missions, diplomatic missions in Bangkok. So once again, congratulations.
Sawadee krap. I'm Jonas Anderson, and I'm a singer in Thailand. I would like to join with the Public Relations Department of Thailand in celebrating the initiation for all the expats as well as Thais who want to hear the news and information in English. I'd like to invite all of you to come to get updated on all that's happening in Thailand. Lots of information, lots of interesting programs, and of course, lots of news, what's going on here.
If the earth is your home, the ocean is theirs as well. Working together, the government and private sector can solve all the issues currently facing the Thai fishing industry. From legitimizing fishing operations to helping out our fellow fishermen and collaborating with international parties.
ตอนนี้ถึงเวลาแล้วนะครับที่เราจะต้องมาร่วมมือกันทำให้มันถูกต้องมันก็ต้องปรับตัวในช่วงแรกแต่ในระยะยาวมันก็คุ้มค่าถ้าไม่มีอาชีพนี้เราก็ไม่รู้จะทำอะไรกันแล้วผมก็พร้อมครับที่จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการแก้ปัญหา
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Startup Thailand 2016, which is expected to bring new business opportunities, kicked off with an even bigger goal of moving Thailand towards a digital economy. And our very lovely Newsline correspondent, Kuniranut Trajakwanit, reports.
The Ministry of Science and Technology joined hands with 11 agencies from both public and private sectors to co-host Startup Thailand 2016 under the concept of Unite to Rise. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha presided over the opening ceremony and gave an exclusive talk on Thailand's startup vision, in which he stressed that the event is being held in accordance with the government's economic stimulus. The vice president of the Software Industry Promotion Agency under the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, Chatchai Kunpitilak, said that Startup Thailand 2016 is considered a good opportunity for startup entrepreneurs to unite their power and contribute to the growth of the Thai economy. The event brings together startups from every sector throughout the country, giving them an opportunity to focus on improving innovative startup products and services.
Well, first of all, it inspires. The major forces behind all innovation is inspiration. So if you inspired to do something, you will be driven to think more, to innovate, or to try, or to work harder at something. And the second thing is they can provide the ladder, because the founders who wants to create something can come up to the fair and see there are a lot of government support, private sector support, and institutions, the academia support.
The vice president of Chulalongkorn University, Mongkol Techakampu, said that this event is considered a good opportunity for young talented and creative startups to get together to exchange their views and unleash their creativities while showcasing their masterpieces to build up new business models.
Chulalongkorn would like to be the research university and world class, and of course we focus on innovation and entrepreneur. I think this is the startup today will open the window for the university to look forward, not look back for the innovation for the country.
A part of this event is to place importance on startups and help them expand their business and create a new market both locally and internationally, which will significantly lead to exponential growth and push Thailand towards scientific, innovative, and technological economy in order to become a digital hub of ASEAN. I'm Niranuttai Jakwanit reporting.
Turning to news from around the world now, people across India continue to be affected by a severe water crisis as temperatures continue to soar. Residents of Gulbarga city in southern Karnataka state, one of the worst affected regions, have been hit hard as the city's main source of water, the river Bhima, has almost vanished. The crisis is as severe in eastern West Bengal state. Wells have dried up and the quality of scant water available is not good. Around 10,000 villagers have been affected by the water crisis in the region. The dire situation has forced locals to move to other places. Extreme temperatures across the country have added to the people's plight. Water is set to get scarcer over May and June as they are the country's hottest months. The western Nagpur city in Maharashtra state has already registered temperatures in excess of 40 degrees Celsius. A grandmother and 4 of her grandchildren were killed and another person missing in floods in Texas yesterday caused by storms that unleashed tornadoes, damaging hail and torrential rains on several central U.S. states. The flood victims in Palestine, Texas, 160 kilometers southeast of Dallas, escaped a house where floodwaters had reached the roof line and were then swept away by the rushing waters. The city received 19 centimeters of rain in less than an hour, which caused the floods. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood watch extending from East Texas into much of Mississippi and a severe thunderstorm watch for New Orleans and the southern Louisiana region. Strong winds in the Houston area downed trees and cut power lines, the service said. As of 10:30 a.m. local time, more than 4,200 customers in the region were without power. There were 7 reported tornadoes from the storm system on Friday in Texas and Oklahoma. A twister caused damage to several structures and ripped through mobile homes in Ninaka, about 80 kilometers southwest of Oklahoma City. And a group of 33 lions rescued from circuses in Peru and Colombia arrived by plane in Johannesburg yesterday to begin a new life in the African bush. The final destination for the animals, which were flown in on a chartered cargo flight, will be the Emoya Big Cat Sanctuary, a 5,000-hectare reserve in South Africa's northern Limpopo province. The cats' air freight cages were loaded onto a truck at Kempton Park Oliver Tambo Airport for the final stage of their journey. The Animal Defenders International said 24 of the cats had been taken from circuses in Peru, part of a menagerie of 100 animals rescued with the help of Peruvian officials cracking down on illegal wildlife trafficking. Bears, monkeys, and other wildlife scooped up in the operations have been transferred to sanctuaries on Peru, with a tiger being flown to Florida. The 9 lions from Colombia were voluntarily surrendered. The lions would not survive in the wild, as many have been declawed or have had their teeth smashed or removed, and one is blind. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, then do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. It's also possible to follow us on Facebook. All you have to do is type in NNT and have a look at our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. This Sunday, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of jaguars enjoying a surprise snow day at San Diego Zoo. For Newsline, I'm Sandra Hanutsaha. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sawadee ka.